Hello guys, this is Mujib once again, and today we're going to talk about premenstrual syndrome. Yes, PMS. So, premenstrual syndrome, these are the group of physical and emotional symptoms that very many women experience 1 week prior to them having periods. Yeah. So, is it normal to have premenstrual syndrome? Yes, it's normal, but it depends on the level. Yeah, it depends on the level, like how we're going to see when you're talking about it. So there is a friend of mine who was asking me that whenever she's going, like 1 week prior to her periods, she gets some mood swings. And I was like, oh, let me come and we talk about it in our videos here. So what are the causes of premenstrual syndrome? So one of the major causes of premenstrual syndrome is changes in hormones, yeah? Like in the hormonal levels. Yeah? We have progesterone and estrogen. You know those hormones. So when you have those changes in your hormones, yeah, you can get premenstrual syndrome. So the second one is depression. When you have depression, you get premenstrual syndrome. So what are the common symptoms of premenstrual syndrome? Yeah, men, you should be attentive here, because you can be at home and your wife gets some some PMS and you cannot know that she's having PMS. You start arguing, you start fighting. So you should know that your wife is having some PMS. So we have, they are categorized into two. We have physical and emotional. So the first one, we're going to talk about the physical symptoms. We have bloating. When you have some bloating, you can know that you're having premenstrual syndrome. We have breast tenderness, so you can see your breasts when they're tender. We have headache, we have fatigue, we have cramps, we have very many amongst our physical. So let's go to emotional. We can have mood swings, like all of you know, when someone is feeling sad, anxiety. So those mood swings, you can see that someone is having premenstrual syndrome. We have feeling overwhelmed. You can also see that person is having what? PMS. Difficulty concentrating, social withdrawal. Yeah, when you see someone withdrawing from others, yeah, you can see some little bit of what? You can see some little bit of premenstrual syndrome. So what are the tips? Simple management, tips of management you can do on yourself when you're feeling you have some premenstrual syndrome. So the first one is healthy diet. You should have a balanced diet. So a balanced diet helps in very many things. Yeah. So the second one is regular exercises. You should also do some physical exercises. Yeah. The third one is stress management. Manage your stress very well, as we saw it as one of the major causes. Yeah. You also have sufficient sleep. You sleep very well, 7 to 8 hours. Yeah, you know. So when to say doctor when you're having premenstrual syndrome? Yeah, when do you say that this level I should go and see what? A doctor. So the first thing you can detect and go and say doctor. So when when your PMS symptoms, yeah, like are affecting your normal ways of living. So when you're getting too much pain and you cannot do any activity like the normal activities you've been doing, yeah, you should go and see a doctor. So the second one, when you're having premenstrual dysphoric disorder. So premenstrual dysphoric disorder, I'll make a video about it, but right now what I can tell is premenstrual dysphoric disorder is like the worsened symptoms. When you have these worsened symptoms, yeah, so that's premenstrual dysphoric disorder. Yeah? So premenstrual dysphoric disorder, you can find out that someone is having too much bloating, too much cramping, yeah, in that premenstrual dysphoric disorder. So thank you very much. That's some information about premenstrual syndrome. I guess you can use it. Stay safe.